Good morning, George. The curtain is about to fall on the Trump presidency. There has never been one like it, not even close.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
In his first act as president, Donald Trump delivered the darkest and most ominous inaugural address in American history.
This American carnage stops right here and stops right now.
The carnage would come, and it would be brought on in large measure by Trump himself.
You'll never take back our country with weakness.
Democracy assaulted, the Capitol invaded by followers of a president who refused to admit he lost. Between his tumultuous first moments and his disastrous final days, Donald Trump treated the presidency like the world's greatest reality TV show and commanded the world's attention along the way. There were successes: 3 justices to the Supreme Court, a legacy that will last long after Trump is gone, 3 years of economic prosperity, a record-setting stock market, and he brokered historic deals to normalize relations between Israel and 4 Arab countries. There were bold moves, as when he shocked the world by meeting one-on-one with dictator Kim Jong-un, even becoming the first president to step foot in North Korea. His White House was anything but stable. At home, the man who promised to hire the best people churned through top advisors at a record rate. 4 chiefs of staff, 4 national security advisors, 4 press secretaries, 4 defense secretaries, and on and on. Among the very few advisors who made it through his entire term were family members: daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared. Many of those who were fired or quit trashed the president they served, calling him undisciplined, stunningly uninformed, lacking mature leadership.
You will not replace us!
It was a presidency littered with low points. Reaction to the deadly protest led by white supremacists in Charlottesville, Virginia.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
The separation of children from their parents on the Mexican border. A relationship with Vladimir Putin so close it mystified his own advisors, especially when he said he believed Putin over U.S. intelligence on election interference.
President Putin, he just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
He was ultimately impeached for allegedly trying to get another foreign leader, Ukraine's president, to interfere in another presidential election by withholding military aid to get dirt on the Bidens. But the darkest moments of the Trump presidency came in 2020, including his response to the killing of George Floyd, when protesters were forcefully removed so Trump could hold a photo op in front of St. John's Church.
Thank you very much, everybody.
When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, he minimized the threat.
This is a flu. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear.
But it was later revealed Trump knew the truth. He had even told Bob Woodward.
I wanted to always play it down.
It was perhaps the most damaging lie of a presidency filled with lies.
Why did you lie to the American people, and why should we trust what you have to say now?
Such a terrible question, and the phraseology, I didn't lie.
Trump himself was infected by COVID-19, returning from the hospital in a made-for-TV moment where he ripped off his mask. His mishandling of the pandemic had deadly consequences. Nearly 400,000 Americans so far killed by the virus.
They are dying, that's true. And it is what it is.
With the virus raging, Trump campaigned hard for re-election.
That is a lot of people here today.
At 2:30 in the morning on election night, he made it clear he'd never accept defeat.
Frankly, we did win this election.
Even after dozens of failed court challenges and his own attorney general declared no widespread election fraud, Trump refused to give in.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
Trump's rage became his supporters' rage. A riot on the Capitol and a first-ever second impeachment of an American president.